Good morning, everybody. So this is kind of a weird video for me. This is the first. I wanted to kind of show up. I haven't posted in a while, and I wanted to explain why and kind of explain where we're going to go from here. Because primarily my channel has been mostly motorcycle content, me learning to ride, me learning to stunt. But I haven't really posted in about a year, maybe a little less. But there's two reasons. One, I had a lot of personal stuff that I was kind of dealing with, and I just wasn't in the mood to create content. And second is that it's really hard for me to edit a lot of the motorcycle content because my laptop is so underpowered that it tends to freeze and crash when I try and edit video. So I've been trying to figure out like a different direction to go. I do still want to post some motorcycle content, but I kind of had an epiphany just a little while ago. And I say epiphany, but really it was more just like an idea. So, to get to what that idea was, let me take you back 2 weeks. Um, 2 weeks ago, my daughter told me that she wanted to buy a guitar and start learning how to play. And this kind of came as a surprise to me, and it kind of didn't. And the reason for that is because she had hijacked one of my guitars and had it in her room for about 2 months. And she kind of tinkered around with it a little bit, but she didn't really know where to start or what she was doing. And she didn't really ask me for like a whole lot of help or advice as far as playing it. So it just kind of sat there, and every now and then I'd go in and grab it and I'd play it and tune it and all that. But, she came to me and she's like, I want a different guitar. I want to buy my own guitar. And I was like, okay, cool. And I asked her what she had in mind, and she looked up a couple things online, and she was like, ooh, I like the way this one looks. And I said, okay. So we went to the music store, and I found that guitar she was looking at online. And I put it in her hands. She sat there, and she kind of fumbled with it a little bit. And she was like, it's not very comfortable. And I said, okay. So I got her another one, same model, slightly different color. And I was like, well, how about this one? And she's like, she's messing with it. She's like, no, it's not quite right. I'm like, okay. I said, take a look around, see if there's anything that catches your fancy, anything you like, and pick it up and play it. And she looked around a little bit, and she came back with a guitar. And she was like, I like the way this one looks. And I said, okay, we'll sit down and play it. And she played it, and as soon as she hit like two or three notes on the fretboard, she was like, I really like this one. It's really comfortable. I like the color. I like the way it looks. I said, okay. So I bought it for her, and I started teaching her how to play guitar. Like the very next day, I let her sleep that day because she was kind of tired. But the very next day, I started teaching her how to play. And we started going over some of like the bare basics of the guitar. And I realized that I really enjoy sharing the knowledge that I have. And I'm not saying I'm like Joe Satriani or Herman Lee or Tim Henson or anything. Like, I'm not like a guitar god. I'm not even in the public spotlight. I'm not actively playing in a band. I don't have any jam buddies. But I do like spending a lot of my time playing guitar. And I actually have a decent sized guitar collection. So I started teaching her the basics, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could do this on my YouTube channel and just kind of like shift away from motorcycles a little bit and start throwing in some guitar content. And then it came to what kind of content should I post? And over the last couple weeks, as I've been teaching her, I kind of decided that I want to do a Learn With Me series. Um, and I know there's a lot of people giving like guitar lessons on YouTube and stuff. And I don't want to be just like another one of those guys. Like, I don't want to sit here and make content that's specifically just giving lessons, do it this way. I want to grow with people, and I want them to see me grow. and I want to see them grow. It's just kind of a personal thing. Like, I like watching people improve themselves. I like watching people learn, and I like learning myself. And if I can share some of my knowledge, then that's even better. So, where we're going to head from here, I want to do this Learn With Me series. And it's specifically geared towards new players, like players that have never picked up a guitar, or they've had a guitar and they've got frustrated and it just sat in the closet for a while. And they keep staring at it and they're like, man, I wish I knew how to play. This is for you. And we're going to cover a bunch of different topics. Each video is going to be like one or two topics, and we'll just go slow. Um, so if that's the kind of content you're looking for, by all means, join me, hang out. You can join me on Twitch if you'd like. My username on Twitch is the same as it is here on YouTube. And on Twitch, I primarily stream gaming, specifically Monster Hunter. But there are occasional music streams where I'll just show up and play my guitar and, work on either singing and playing at the same time or work at live learning songs or just practicing techniques that I've been kind of like grinding on a little bit just because I like to hang out with people. And that gives me a chance to do my thing and hang out with people and chat and all that. So that's all well and good. But I think that's where we're going to go here on YouTube, is we're going to start throwing in some more music content, specifically aimed towards beginners and sharing what knowledge I have. As for how much knowledge I have, I couldn't tell you. I make it a very specific habit of not comparing myself to other people, because I find that if I do that, I get really frustrated. I start getting down on myself. And then I just don't feel like doing things. And maybe it's a personal flaw. Maybe it's human nature. I don't know. But I really genuinely don't compare myself to a lot of people. I know where I'm not, but I don't know where I am, if you get what I mean. Really just because it's not important to me. Like, I don't need that validation of being, oh, I'm better than this guy, and oh, I'm better than that guy. I don't care. So we're going to get into this real quick here now that the intro's done and all that shit. And we're going to start with our first topic, which is what guitar should you buy for your first guitar? And a lot of people will give you different answers if you ask them. But I'm going to give you the easiest answer that I can. I'm not going to tell you what style of guitar to buy. I'm not going to tell you what manufacturer to buy. What I am going to tell you is go sit down in your Guitar Center, your Music Go Round, your, whatever music store you have around you, and pick up any guitar that looks interesting, that you think you might like, or that looks cool, whatnot, and just feel it, play it, hit a couple notes. And see how it feels. See if it resonates with you. Because what I think is most important when you're choosing a guitar is to choose something that makes you want to play. Something that's comfortable. Something that sounds good to you. Something that looks good to you. And it may not be what you're originally thinking. You could go in there looking at something like this and ultimately come out with, let me grab it, and ultimately come back with something like this. So don't be like super set on like one style of guitar or one type. Just find something that you resonate with. And that should be your first guitar. Like, your first guitar should be something that makes you want to play. And if it happens to be the same guitar as one of your guitar idols or whatever, then so be it. But keep your mind open. Just find something that's fun to sit there and play with. And that will honestly carry you a lot further than someone telling you go get a Strat or go get a Telly or go get a Les Paul or pick up an Explorer or a Flying V. Like, find something you're comfortable with. Find something that resonates with you. That's the guitar you should buy. Um, and like I said, it's the simple answer, but it's honestly probably the best answer I could give somebody. Like, I could tell you all day why you should get a Strat, why you should not get a Strat, why you should get a Telly, why you should avoid a Telly, why you should get a Warlock, why you should avoid it. But that's not what I'm here for. Like, I'm here to help you grow on your musical journey and find that instrument that makes you want to learn, want to play, want to be better. Something that you enjoy making beautiful tones with. So, having said that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video. This is just our first video. I'm not really trying to edit videos, so if I get too long-winded or I start fucking up my speech patterns, then I have to re-record, and it's not fun for anybody. Not for me, not for you guys. But before we leave, I'm just gonna sit here and play a little bit, and I hope that this video has kind of helped you guys kind of decide, where you want to go, or at least give you a heads up and point you in the right direction. So, I'm just here to kind of help you along your musical journey if that's what you want or need. And really, it's just like a way for me to share what I know. And if it helps you, cool. If not, well, maybe you had fun. But either way, I hope you guys have a great day. Um, I'm going to sit here and play for a while, but I don't want to take up a bunch of your guys' time. If any of this helped you, let me know in the comments. Hit me with that like or subscribe, whatever you feel like doing to support me. But, really, this isn't for me. This is for you guys, so that you can grow with me. So I hope that helped. I'll catch you guys later. Have a great morning, everybody.